The Punisher's first season unsurprisingly comes to an end with a huge showdown between Billy and Frank Castle on the carousel where it all comes back to for the Punisher. But I think the episode really nails the tension and the drive of these really strong action sequences much earlier in the episode. That showdown has some great moments in it, and it's obviously pretty brutal, but what really matters in this final episode to me is the showdown at Curtis's apartment. Now, Billy shows up, wakes up Curtis. He wants Frank's location. He wants to know where he is, but Curtis is not going to instantly give this up. He's not going to betray his brother. But Billy's not going to leave him alone. And so this really amazing cat and mouse conversation starts to happen, and Curtis is making them both coffee. It's weird, but something's going to go down. And Curtis hands him coffee sort of like from a distance, and as he does, a bullet comes through the window, and it's Frank either across the street or in another borough. Who knows? Frank is a good shot. And he misses Billy, but there's this whole sequence, and you don't know whether Billy below the window after that is he going to kill Curtis? Is Frank going to be able to kill Billy? Is he going to seek revenge in that moment? What's going to happen? And there's all this tension to the scene because you don't know where it's going to go. The thing about the final showdown is the Punisher is probably going to live, and also Billy is essentially transforming into Jigsaw as we know him more from the comics, so it's not surprising that they both survive that shootout. But in this earlier sequence, something could happen to Billy, something could happen to Curtis, even Frank could somehow be surprised. I don't know, he could be one-upped. But there was all this tension built into that scene, and it all starts because of a simple Curtis pouring water for coffee. Like, it's so mundane and simple, but so smart. And that's the kind of stuff that I think the Punisher has done really well with its action. Some of the firefights look great, and they're powerful and impactful, and certainly the final showdown works, though it can be very brutal. But something about this scene where only a handful of bullets are actually shot is so much more impactful than a lot of the action for me in the show. And whether the Punisher ends up being, has a second season, or he ends up being integrated back into the other Marvel Netflix series, I hope we get that kind of action with him. I hope we get these really tense moments that drive home who that character is and what he's all about through that.